Okay, hello and good day to everyone that is really tuning in here at Phoenix Holdings. Once again, this is going to be the host CH, and right now, as mentioned, we're going to be having another AMA. This time with a very special guest that you often hear as well on Phoenix Holdings, Alex, and right now he's going to be the representative for Rottcoin. So, Alex, how are you doing today?
Hey, brother. Hey, hello, Phoenix family. I'm good. I'm good. It's always a pleasure to be here. Whichever side of the mic I'm, I'm actually representing. Yeah. What can I say? It's a Monday, preparing the business week to see how it's gonna flow. Yeah, well, I'm good. Hope everybody's good as well, and I hope that the next whatever 45, 55 minutes are gonna be engaging and educational for all of you.
Definitely, that's what we're all about here in Phoenix Holdings. So, to start off, I don't know if you really need to introduce yourself for like the fifth time already, but can you give a bit of background about yourself and how did you get involved in this project?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I mean, I'm gonna skip the usual introduction because by now people already know how I got into crypto. I got into crypto about almost 2 years, probably a year and 6 or 7 months, whatever that is. Um, Trader, investor, researcher, whatever you want to call it. Back then, from there on, I discovered I actually started off on the degen side of things, and I mean, I took the other path basically, and then discovered Binance, altcoins, and so on and so forth. I started my AMA host endeavors about 7 months ago, probably close to that, in Phoenix. That was the first community that actually gave me the opportunity to host a project. And from there on, yeah, I've been representing other communities and also lately more projects than maybe more projects than communities. Yeah. And that's pretty much a bit about myself. How did I get in touch with the team? Um, from Rottcoin. I actually know a bit of their marketing team and some of the advisors that they have on board, and that's how we got introduced one to the other. They are familiar probably a bit with my work as well, so that's always a plus because they are already aware of what I can or cannot do. And yeah, from there on they presented I think it was about 3 weeks ago we started to talk about the project. So they were super proactive. They came to me with every single stage of the project. Right now we're still at a super incipient level, so a lot of things still to come, but they wanted to start this awareness raise campaign, first with Phoenix and then with a couple of other communities to kind of correlate that with the development of their project as well. So that's a bit about myself and how I got introduced to Rotcoin.
I see. Yeah, you definitely always do your research before representing a project. So you must have seen something good about Rottcoin to be representing them. So with that being said, can you give us a short introduction on what Rottcoin is all about?
Definitely, definitely. Well, I mean, when it comes to the project, let me actually encompass. Sorry, give me one second. Yeah, my my daughter actually wanted to say hello, everyone. So I hope you kind of understood that. Yeah, when it comes to Rodcoin, let me give a brief introduction on the, let's say, the team, how they got into this particular project itself, and then we're gonna talk about the basis of the project and what are they gonna present the BSC space with. So when it comes to the team, in case you guys want to know more about that, uh, they're well spread geographically. So I mean, what I mean by that is that they're not only from one country. By that, they're trying to encompass, sustain, and promote a multicultural environment. Why is this important when you're looking at crypto? Strictly because of the fact that unfortunately we had some rotten apples within the bush. So that being said, we tend to judge people by their nation. They're not the ones to do that. They actually want to encompass that within their community. They're supporting that, and I mean, nobody should actually be a fan of racism whatsoever. Doesn't even matter where you're coming from. If you are, let's say, judgmental, rational, and so on and so forth. So that's basically who they are and what their core value is representing, what they stand before. You kind of tend to, let's say, digress from that into other topics. So I'm gonna stop there with basically their geolocation. just to state, I mean, for example, I've been rugged by two people that lived in the states. I mean, they were doxxed and KYC to me first of all, and I still got rugged. Does that mean that I should judge every people that come that they're actually, are in the states or have been born there, and I should treat them as scammers? No. So as a general statement, definitely, I know it sounds like FIFA, but say no to racism, guys. We shouldn't actually judge people based on where they are right now. Um, with that being said, the team hopes to bring equality over the space as a start. We're all humans, first of all, before we go into the crypto investment, background experience and so on and so forth. So they started off with their community. In case you guys want to join, they're a fan of equality across every single level. There's no such place as hatred, injuries, verbal facts, and so on and so forth. We should learn to be better one to the other. They wanted me to state that, so there it is. They rely on social networking. And basically, I think that's the principle that matters these days. They have more than 8 years experience in crypto, so that's not a problem. You're trading, researching, investing, promotional content, marketing, selling strategies, tech analysis, fundamental analysis, you name it. They have a bit of background experience into it, right? So that's a complete perspective. That's what already got me into the conversation with them. I want to learn more about the business, not only about trading, but in general about the aspects of crypto and financial, nonetheless. So I'm always a fan of knowledge wherever I can get it, and however it's presenting to me. The team has 5 core members, pretty much to design and process all the needs of Rottcoin. You got JB, the owner, Ace, the CMO, CR, the backend developer, Vabi, the admin, and Bapu, the other admin. These are your community managers, so to speak. They also have a couple of strategic advisors to help with the development of the roadmap, progress, and future stages of it. They're not in the core team. Again, they are just advisors. And then, as a past experience, there have been some couple of projects developed in the bull run, which, as far as I understood from them, they're currently holding a steady floor price. Yet they're not going to release any of the names due to some NDAs. Whatever those tokens have partnerships with, basically, they're not actually able to release them on a third party. So that's why we don't have it mentioned. When it comes to Rottcoin, I mean, you are about 80 people right now in the voice chat, so you guys know how this feels. You kind of feel like you've seen it all, right? um you name it: meme tokens, degen gambles, lottery, charity. Been there, bought that, basically. So you know how it feels within the BSC space, the BSC ecosystem. Their idea initially was to create a NFT marketplace and an NFT based project. Yet, you kind of tend to brainstorm from there, trying to encompass a bit more details, trying to find out more about what the space is all about. Give me a second, CH. I'm starting to be spammed a bit with DMs. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, we're just gonna ignore them for now. Sorry about that. I know how it goes. During the AMAs, people actually reach out to the host, in this case me, or CH, probably, to kind of expand their businesses. I know how it goes, but with all the respect, I'm going to focus on this AMA and we'll go through this strategically. So, as I was saying, that was the initial idea. But then they kind of brainstormed for a couple of weeks and consulted with the advisors that actually jumped on board. And the facts were set up. A meme coin, the meme persona, is actually the one that's going to put you to the other level. And then with NFTs based around that, to kind of get the, let's say, the full perspective of the market. Now, the Rottweiler as a persona, it's a no-brainer, basically, because this hasn't been done yet. It's easily to catch up with on the to the audience, of course. And if you manage to market it properly, which they plan to do, it can be the next big thing. Now, again, to be realistic here, you guys know me, I'm not the one to speculate. When I say the next big thing, I don't want you guys to automatically affiliate every meme persona with your Chiba, your Doge, your Flocky, and so on and so forth. Only time will tell what big thing means. But if you're looking at the general perspective of the market, you pretty much understand that there's currently no trend. I mean, where do we stand from here remains to be seen. So when it comes to Rottcoin, it's a decentralized cryptocurrency. It's a token on the BSC network. A meme coin, of course, for the crypto community and dog lovers. And then your holders will be able to earn a passive income revenue just by holding the token. That's as a statement, right? So then the tokens, of course, are secured through the contract and audited. We'll get to that a bit later. Let's talk a bit about what are they planning to bring forward to the space, right? So your NFT marketplace as a start. The market for NFTs, we have to face facts, has been active, right? I mean, in the past, I'm gonna say 6 months, right? Now, 6 months is a lot. I've seen and shared and probably researched myself more than 30 or 40 collections, more than 500 NFT categories, which ended up in a ROI of about 25 Ethereum with an investment. I think it was at that time, I'm going to say a 20x at least. Now, a 20x when it comes to Ethereum, you can do the math. It's a 50K profit, easy profit just from NFTs. If you know where to look for them, uh, you go from there. So that being said, where do you look from for NFTs? That's probably the main principle. Now, where do you look? Only where do you trade them? You trade them on OpenSea because OpenSea is your probably go-to platform. You trade them on Tofu. Maybe Tofu is the second one. What else? We could spend here another 20 minutes just on this, and probably we could face facts. There isn't a major platform, another major platform to actually, kind of have your tools, your to suit your needs as an NFT trader, as an NFT project, as an NFT concept. So I mean, from there on, looking at the reliable platforms that you could use to trade, the team actually thought, you know what? Since we are a meme persona, let's start off by having our particular collection, of course, the Rot NFTs, listed on our own marketplace first. Then integration comes along, integration with other platforms, integration with other projects, integration with other NFTs. Again, I'm not gonna state that we're gonna partner up with Binance again. Let's face facts. You guys are smart. We are smart as well. Me and the team along. We're not here to overstate facts, right? So it's a progressive and organic way of developing a token. We're not gonna say that we have the partners that we don't have, or that we're gonna apply the marketing that we're not gonna do. Actually, it is what it is. But if you were to look, probably this is more related to the people that have been here for about a year, more than a year actually. If you were to look at what actually generated the biggest cash flow for your wallet, at least for I'm going to talk from my own perspective here, it's meme coins and degen gambles all along. Again, that's probably because we're in a bear market right now, but still, if you were to look at the ROIs, uh, tokens that you weren't actually expecting to do well, or you didn't even have an idea of what you were investing into, it is what it is. Once you get the community on board and you get the hype and you have the marketing strategies, it is what it is. You move on and you know exactly what you have to do. Now, from that particular NFT marketplace and from our own NFT collection, we will be moving on, of course, with some additional utility across the line. You're looking at staking. Staking is a must, if you ask me, as a bridge to offer your investors, in order to have some incentive nonetheless. But then also, because you need to state things with a 100%, 120% transparency. By doing that, you're looking to award them with some room, right? Now, as a team, you're gonna have to take some time to develop. That is why you have a roadmap crossed, and placed strategically over a couple of months, a couple of weeks, a couple of years. Depends on how much you want to progress and how much you want to add upfront. Now, for you to actually develop that strategy, people will be relentless and will be growing impatiently. More than we are right now, because we're still expecting things to go similar to the bull market conditions, which, yeah, probably not the case. So by awarding people with staking, you're going to give them an opportunity to still hold your token, to gain APY, right? And then you will have the time needed to constantly develop and release the other portions of utility, staking being one of them, right? At the current period, if you were to take a look on the market, where exactly are we right now within the global crypto markets? Are we looking at accumulation period? Probably. I mean, you still have your strategic DCAs here and there for multiple altcoins, for BTC, for ETH, because there are people that actually bought at top or mid-level top. And then, yeah, people are thinking, you know what, that's a good price. I'm going to DCA. Does that mean we're not going to go lower? Who knows? I don't know what's about to happen. But because you're looking at this particular period, you need an extra time an extra margin to be taken into account for you to develop further utilities. That's where staking comes along as a bridge, right? So there's going to be a program as well for lock staking for our users to benefit and earn that particular APY, while the team encompasses the future utilities such as the Rot wallet. Now, when it comes to your wallet, it's going to be your own suite of utility tools provided to the traders. That's the start of the ecosystem, which will be presented by the Rot wallet. The vision here is to progress towards that particular full suite of utility tools by having high scalable tools nonetheless to function within the same platform. Now you might be familiar with the um, let's say you just started crypto, right? You're a newbie, you don't know where to go, and you're kind of scared of everything that you hear around. You hear people like, man, I've been scammed by that token and this token, and I lost a bunch of money, and don't connect your wallet to this one and that one, and so on and so forth. Now, because you're new to the space, who can you trust? Either the friend that brought you in or Binance Academy, but then Binance doesn't actually trade on PancakeSwap and your other, let's say, degen tools. Who can you actually trust? That's your question. And then from there on, if you find that particular platform, right, you have the project right now in front of you, you would need to use other 3 or 4 platforms to trade that particular token. At some point, you're gonna panic. It's normal. I've been there. You guys have been there probably. So the vision of the team is, you know what? Let's implement a wallet, a multi-chain wallet nonetheless, as a safety measure from all angles. It's going to be a custom multi-chain wallet for your day-to-day activities within our platform. So again, I'm not saying that Trust Wallet or MetaMask or whatever other wallets you guys are going to use are not reliable. This is the first stage of the team developing the tools within their own platform. You start with the marketplace, you implement staking, you go through the Rot wallet, and then to correlate with that, you're going to address the Rot swap. Now, when it comes to swap, again, it's not like there's a lack of swaps available. Your Bog, your PooCoin, or your Pancake Swap, your whatever other 50 might be out there. I don't know. I'm not actually using them right now. I'm only using a Bog. It's the only one that I've been used probably since I started crypto. I've used PooCoin once to share a point that it's way slower than PancakeSwap, or at least that's how it was back then. And I used PancakeSwap twice. I think twice. Yeah. Again, just because I'm more familiar and comfortable with that. But then think about it. Once you join the Rottcoin as an ecosystem, you see the wallet, you get familiar with it and you like it. Then you use the swap. It's going to coexist with the wallet integration, as I've mentioned, to make things more convenient and user friendly, because you're more likely to probably need swaps, trades on the go, uh, within that particular area of interest. As I mentioned, everything is fast paced within the crypto space, so you need to have that perfect adaptability. Now, your peer-to-peer marketplace to connect the crypto buyers and sellers is going to use an automated market maker, an AMM model. Now, in case you guys are wondering about the swap, it's going to be decentralized. It's going to be within the same ecosystem of Rottcoin. So, just to make it feasible and viable for everyone to make its own trades with the wallet, with the swap, and eventually, and again, this would probably be on, let's say, huge perspective for the project, the Rot chain. Now, the Rod chain is its own blockchain to be developed. Where did this particular idea came from? I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably, if you take a look, Dogecoin just released. Just they announced it back in June last year, and I think they released it this year. I don't know exactly when. Their own chain. Now, and again, I'm not here to make comparisons. The problem with those chain is that it doesn't actually have a supply limit, right? You can actually mint and mint tokens within you know any amounts, so that kind of makes it hard to sustain it, no matter how much people support it. Again, not to bring it as a FUD, just stating facts. The Rod chain is actually here to implement utility for a um, total supply, right? So it's not like we can just mint tokens, within every amount that we want. But that's with 100% transparency. This is a long-term perspective on the roadmap. If all goes according to plan, things being brought sustainable, market being a bit more lenient towards good things, and then because you develop your own raw chain, that's the end game experience of trading for your particular adoption. Bridging assets with multi-chain aggregators for your liquidity providers would definitely be a, let's say, full area of expertise for pretty much everyone. That's again, I'm not sure how let's say easy they can actually implement that. I'm definitely not a developer myself, so I wouldn't know. But definitely, this is the long term perspective, and this is the ecosystem that they're trying to bring over. Um, within this particular space, because again, because you're relying on a meme token persona, uh, you are probably more keen on details that you would be otherwise, because this hasn't been done yet, because the first impression lasts, and because you need to make sure that everything functions according to plan. There's already a lot of instability and volatility across the space. So if you do things right, definitely you're going to be looking forward to a nice ecosystem to be developed. NFT marketplace as a utility is already going to be live. If not already, I think it's already live right now, as a launched perspective. NFTs will be minted using the native token. Collection is going to go live within 48 hours maximum after launch. And then the NFTs will also serve as a lottery ticket to give out a few winners per week, right? So then prices can range, um, and there will be several winners within one round. Again, all goes according to plan. We're gonna see how many NFTs will be mintable, how many NFTs will be minted, and so on and so forth. But just to give you guys a brief idea about what the team is trying to bring forward, this is the general perspective and what they wanna develop across the next months and years.
Man, I'm about to say that was the longest, not longest, but one of the most informative, yet longest short intros that I asked for. But I'm glad that you did that because I basically almost have zero to no questions left. I mean, amazing job as always describing the project, Alex. So, from what I understand, this is basically everything in just one ecosystem, be it a wallet for any swaps. And I think one of the most notable features that you got here is the NFT marketplace that supports multi chain. Is that correct?
Indeed, that's basically the start of things. Now it's gonna be as a the NFT marketplace as a start is gonna have only our own token to be traded, because it's very reasonable to make it on BSC as a startup. But then your plan for the NFT marketplace, to make sure that you can not only that you can compete, that you can make a statement, is to cross chain it basically, right? Now, definitely, I'm not going to say that's going to be easy to be done, because there are some projects right now which we are, let's say, keen on, maybe not partnering but eyeing for integration. But yeah, it's definitely going to take some time. That's the plan for the marketplace. It's going to be launched as a BSC marketplace nonetheless, with our native token, sorry, our native collection being posted there, and then from there on develop it into a cross-chain marketplace. Yeah, for sure.
So basically, just the BSC to start off, and as time goes, how long it takes to go multi-chain. It's gonna cover what chains do you have in priority after like the BSC network?
That was actually one of the things that I wanted to follow up with, CH, but I wanted you to ask it first, because then if I narrow
I'm
down
glad.
all the questions. Sorry.
I'm glad I asked it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
there you go.
what's your yeah?
The perspective basically, it's kind of, I'm not gonna say unknown. The fact of the matter is this: if you were to look at the NFT collections and the various factors that you need to take into account when trading those, who's doing the collection, probably the most important, social networks, expandability, utilities, and so on and so forth. There isn't a predominant chain. Definitely you got your Ethereum, but Ethereum is still, they did beautifully well after the merge, but still, you know are they there yet with the NFTs as well? Probably not. Now, Solana, on the other hand, aside for their transaction, which has been terrible lately, they still have some big volume across the space on their NFT collection. I understood Polygon is looking to expand more within the NFTs. So I would say that as a start, you are looking mainly at an integration with Solana, not particularly in this order. Solana, Polygon, probably Ethereum if all goes according to plan, and eventually Avalanche. Avalanche is still fairly new to the NFT business as far as I know. So definitely these are all plans. I'm not gonna speculate that we're gonna do Ethereum first because of the taxes, or Avalanche because of the uh, lack of pressure. Basically, I'm still to see a solid collection of NFTs launched on Avalanche. Wax, I understood, is trying to expand within their blockchain on NFTs, but they are trying to narrow it down to gaming NFTs, to basically be the first blockchain to have a strict gaming platform released for NFTs. Again, that's a plan. I heard more and more news, but again, just to kind of narrow it down, I'm gonna say we're targeting the main four ones: Avalanche, Polygon, Solana, and Ethereum, not in this particular order for sure.
I think I kind of agree with that. Solana and Ethereum is like one of two of the most well-known for NFT marketplaces. But I guess starting cheap at BSC would be the nice way to start it because yeah, everybody is just well accustomed to using the BSC network because of the cheap gas fees and also the speed of how transactions are made. So I think that's a good step forward, starting with that. So that's just one of the things actually that I've mentioned, like the marketplace. But you've mentioned as well as a wallet, like the Rottcoin wallet.
That is correct,
Is
my
it
man.
like,
Now,
huh?
yeah, no, go ahead, sorry.
Sure, sure. So what is it about the Rottcoin wallet? Because we already have the big ones like Trust Wallet, MetaMask. So is there something unique or different with the wallet from Rottcoin?
Well, I mean, and again, I'm gonna put things from my perspective, the pretty much the same way I started in crypto, and then developed from there. When I started, I actually didn't use Trust Wallet. Um, I don't think I even remember. It was a first of all, it wasn't a multi-chain wallet. It was a BSC wallet, but I cannot remember the name. Um, I don't know. Just I actually loved the user maybe the interface. It was user friendly, so to speak. But then I just love that it was super easy to handle, at least in my opinion. Now, when it goes to, is there anything unique on the Rodcoin wallet or not? um I'm gonna say we're not actually trying to make this particular wallet unique so that users are gonna digress from using Trust Wallet and just move on to Rodcoin wallet because it has X or Y. When it comes to wallets, and if you're a multi-chain wallet, it's kind of hard to have any other future utility, or maybe I don't know of, to kind of beat the others, right? So that's not actually the plan. The plan, and that's why you're integrating a swap and a wallet, is for those two to coexist, to have the best connection between them as a start. And then for your newbies out there that are going to jump on board with the project, and not only for pretty much everyone, to have it as an own integration within the same platform, right? Again, you can have I don't know if you can have Trust Wallet on the PC, but you can have MetaMask. You can have MetaMask still installed in your PC, but you can definitely go ahead and use our particular wallet because it's, let's say, more agreeable with the interface that we're gonna bring over, and it's basically the same developer and the same product. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why you would use one and not the other. Um, and again, that's not a statement as in we're going to try and take people away from Trust Wallet. Nonetheless, no, we're still encouraging Trust Wallet, because it is what it is. But definitely ours is going to be fully functional as well, to facilitate the integration between the swap and the entire ecosystem.
Okay, I think I kind of got the point. I mean, it's good that you're also you're having your own wallet because of the numerous utilities that you got. I think it would just be easier to use the wallet that you have to be able to connect with the utilities that you can provide. I mean, sure that it's good that you also, if I'm not mistaken, they can still use MetaMask or Trust Wallet within the Rotcoin platform.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're
Uh-huh.
definitely not gonna
Yeah.
limit to
Yeah,
to the wallet.
exactly.
Yeah.
You do not want to do that. Yeah, because but they have the option to create their own wallet in Rotcoin as well, which would be, I believe, would be a lot more connected and easier to use when it comes to your platform itself, like connections and everything. So I think that would
Plus,
be.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, plus at some point, and again, at some point is actually the, let's say, operative phrase here. um to put things better into perspective, I don't know if you guys are actually using, for example, any other wallet. For example, you can have Cardano in Binance wallet, but you can have Cardano in their own wallet, right? They actually have two of them, Cardia and Yoroi, I think it's called. Now, actually, you know what? Let me actually talk about Solana. You know that they have two wallets, right? You got Solid, I think, it's and Phantom. Why do they have two wallets? What's the logic behind either one of them could actually function. The thing is, they've seen a huge adoption for both of them. Why? I don't know. User interface, it's friendly. Some people like the transaction better on Phantom. Both of them are integrated within, as far as I know, within the application. So yeah, why do both of them? Why didn't they just stick to one? Because of the adoption, because users wanted it and they got the adoption for it and they just moved on. But then from there, Solana is looking to integrate Phantom within other chains as well. So I mean, you already have Trust Wallet as a multi-chain. Why would Solana do that? Because of the adoption. So at some point, again, operative phrase here, because I don't want to state it's going to be done in January or March, we will be looking to offer our wallet with probably some privileges, remains to be seen, to other projects that couldn't develop their own, or they don't have the knowledge to, or they don't want to. You know, it all goes according if all goes according to plan, we can see the wallet being expanded, but it's mainly being done first for our community and potentially for others as well. Yeah.
Okay, that makes total sense. And as much as I wanted to ask questions of my own, I think, since you're kind of in a rush as well, I guess we can open the floor for community questions. So you up for that, Alex, or do you still want to add anything else?
No, I'm up for the community questions always, my man. Definitely. We have like I'm gonna say about 20 to 25 minutes.
25
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah, I think we have enough time. Okay, so guys, yeah, just ask your questions. Just raise your hand up if you want to ask something over the VC, and just type it over chat if you want to ask over the main chat. So let's go on with the first question. I think I saw someone here. Let's go with Laskan Pachi. You're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Thank you, CH. Uh, while you're talking about this, I just want to confirm one thing. While I was signing up for the NFT marketplace, I was asked to give my email ID. So when you're talking about this future wallet for specifically for the marketplace, will this ID be the connecting factor? Will it be the requirement that all my wallets will be signed into this thing, singular thing, or is that how it's going to be, or is there something else?
My man, you actually, I mean, I think you have a good question there, but I'm not sure I fully understand it. So you said something about your email being asked. Yeah, if you can just repeat the question to make sure that I fully understand it.
While I was signing up for the NFT marketplace, right? I was asked to submit my username and an email ID. Generally, when you go to NFT marketplace, you only ask for your wallet. Right? When I connected my wallet, it asked me for my username and email ID. So I'm asking, since you're talking about this marketplace in the future, for this wallet in the future, will this email ID or something similar will be the requirement that will connect my multiple wallets into one? Will this be the uniting factor?
Oh, okay. Now, I understood something about the email. Well, I mean, when it comes to the email requirement, it's not going to be connected with your particular wallets. Now, your wallets are going to be, uh, let's say, so you basically, when you're going to connect, when you're going to create your wallet on Rottcoin, that's going to be a multi-chain wallet by itself. You're not going to connect your wallet like your Rottcoin with your Trust wallet, right? It's not going to be interconnectable. I think that's a proper word. The email address, and again, I'm going to speculate on the answer. Is there basically for you guys to be informed with what's happening, to keep your community engaged, and eventually to have it as a username, email address, login perspective for the marketplace. But then the wallet is always going to be used as a main factor, so to speak. Um, also, uh, yeah,
So I'm sorry,
just finish.
because I don't
Yeah.
want it to continue forever. I just want to precise with the answers. Uh, every marketplace has this. We connect with our wallet. That is the medium thing. Go to Seifu, go to OpenSea. Uh, you're only asked for your wallet, and that is what is required because your data is in the wallet. Since you are putting it as one of the basic requirements to log in, that I need to put my wallet email ID in as well. It should act as something important, right? Because I'm not even myself. I think many people in the space are not comfortable with providing their email IDs. Even if I want to start a fake one, I will have to give some information for that. So yeah, if email ID is made a requirement to sign up for a NFT marketplace, it is not like very fond, I would say.
Well, I mean, again, I'm probably going to talk for myself when it comes to emails. I mean, they're basically nothing. From my perspective, I mean, I can give you guys all of my email addresses, and you would have zero use for them, right? There's nothing that you could do with my email address alone. Uh, Again, those, and I wanted to add that the email address as a purpose is also to draw the Rot NFT winners. We can perhaps, and the team actually confirmed to me right now that these, if users are not feeling comfortable with that, these can be amended and changed into something else. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the first time that someone is complaining. Let's not call it complain. Using this particular email address as a personal factor, which I don't think it is. I mean, I have 50 email addresses right now ready for you guys. If you want, I can share every single one of them. I wouldn't be bothered by that. But again, that's just me. I respect definitely your opinion, and the team actually took that into account. And they mentioned to me that if this is a crucial factor within the platform itself and within the investors' trust, they will amend this and they will change it. They can change it into something different. That's not even a problem.
Thank you, Alex. CH, can I emphasize on something else, or I'm limited to one
You can
question?
ask one last question. It's fine. Yeah.
All right. I would just say that yeah, marketplace is a great place to be, but you mentioned how very few marketplaces we have in the community, in the BC space, and specifically. The reason is that there is nobody trading on BSC. There is no point. The bubble has burst long back of NFTs, right? I know you represent a lot of projects. Recently, I've heard you a lot of, and you understand since you are a very experienced person and a knowledgeable person that nobody is actually trading NFTs. Like prices are crashing, like 80%, 98%. OpenSea is down by 99.8%. So when everything is crashing, giving all the emphasis on an NFT marketplace is well, say it's I would say could be in the future, but why now? Why do you think it is required in the current time period? That is there when there is no need and nobody's asking for it. Why is the team considering this as the selling point? Thank you.
Definitely, Kepachi. Definitely. Thank you for the question. Let me start off by saying that I mean, and I think maybe I wasn't actually clear on my presentation, but let me restate that as a core concept, the NFT marketplace, it's not the main selling point of this particular project. I mean, it's going to function integrated within an NFT marketplace as well. But then because you guys probably know this, when you have an NFT collection, if you want to list it as a start on any other platform, they can charge you with their fees. Now, their fees are non-debatable, non-negotiable. It's their platform, their rules, their game, their fees, right? Now, because and I do respect your statement, BSC when it comes to NFTs, it's not Solana, it's not Ethereum. Does that mean right now we're in tough conditions? But does that mean that you cannot make it to be maybe half of what Solana is, or 25%? Depends on the team. I mean, the team has a vision different than what I can know and do. I cannot develop a marketplace of my own. I don't have the knowledge forward. But if they are developing this right now as part of the ecosystem, why not go along with it? And to kind of add to that, that's why I actually added the Doge chain into consideration. Was there a need for a Doge chain actually, when the future of the coin everybody knows is limited, right? Was there a need of their own chain? Although we've seen some hype on the Crow chain, not to mention what disaster that was because of the limitations. That didn't stop Dogecoin to try it, especially in a bear market, especially when you have a low volume of trading. If you have the sustainability, the social networks, the funding, of course, because funding is important, it goes a long way, and the proper strategies to develop, the bear market is where you have the smart money being made. Again, you could always start. Nobody knows when the bear market's going to end. So I mean, it could be tomorrow, although that's fictional, or it could be in half a year or in a year. If you have the means to sustain yourself and the project throughout this period, then when the bull market comes, you have 100% chances not only of supporting yourself but making you a name within the industry. That's the vision of the team. That's where they're developing right now. Again, I don't want to prolong this answer. That's again their vision, and that's the way that they see things going on. And yeah, I mean, it remains to be seen how lenient the market will be. But let me know, Kempachi, was able to mention to actually answer all of your questions there?
I don't think anybody can answer that because nobody knows when bear is ending, right? And when bear ends, then only the bubble will again be coming out of the shell of NFTs. But yeah, thank you for answering that. It was something I know that was a very let's ambiguous question, and you can't nobody can give a perfect answer to that. Well, thank you for your time, Alex, and thank you, Sage.
Of course, thank you as well for the really for the really intelligent questions, the last Kimpachi, and I guess we're off to another question. Let's go with wait, I missed his name. Okay, let's go with Satoshi. You're allowed to speak. Please ask your question. Satoshi,
Hi.
hello. Please ask your question, sir.
Yeah. Previously, many meme tokens were not having any use cases, but I see that Rottcoin has so many features and products in its ecosystem. What are your expectations regarding present meme projects in next bull market?
Wait, are you asking about meme tokens? I think that's kind of unrelated to the topic. I'm sorry. Alex, do you think you find a correlation with that, or
I think I mean I think I understand what he's basically
okay, yeah.
asking. If I'm not mistaken, Satoshi can correct me if I'm wrong. You want to know what is the probably the team's perspective in regards to meme tokens as a concept within the current conditions. Basically, why did they
Yeah,
start off as a meme token and not as a different utility?
yeah, that was the question.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I mean, my man, to be fairly honest, um, when it comes to meme tokens in general, personally, and I think I speak on behalf of the team, they are the ones that can make or break a trend. So, and this was part of my statement. It was done with a purpose. Towards you guys, as a comment, you have seen them all, right? I mean, what's the trend right now? Is there the huge APY 12,000, 14,000 made by Safu and Libero and the others? That's gone. Is it play to earn? That's probably gone. So where do we stand from here? Meme tokens are the only ones that can make a trend, um, or basically be the bridge before a trend happens, right? Meme tokens have, I mean, they have failed if you don't know how to do them. Uh, but then if you have the means, what I was mentioning earlier, if you have the means and you know the strategies and how things are going, then definitely, I mean, why not go for it? Personally, if I were to have the knowledge and the time for it, I would do my own meme token, just to have something of my own out there on the space. Could it do good? I don't know. I would never let people know that it can do good or not just because it's mine. But that's just me. I don't really know how to build a meme token. When it comes to utilities, uh, because you're starting with a meme persona, that's gonna be like your mascot, right? That's what Shiba is. That's what Doge is. That's what Floki is, and any other ones that followed. So you got your mascot, which will implement some utility, as I've mentioned, encompassed within staking, marketplace, the wallet, the swap, and so on and so forth, to develop and to kind of help people uh, within trading, first of all, within understanding the real aspects and the real substrates of the BSC ecosystem. Because people think when you're talking about the about trading and crypto, and you mentioned BSC, they're like, okay, yeah, Binance Smart Chain, of course. So that's Binance, that's BNB. Wrong. That's the smart chain per se. But when you're looking at the BSC ecosystem, it's what we have around, like your degens, your gambles, your lottery tickets, your pretty much everything that goes from the uh, I don't even know when it started, but still on a daily basis, right? So the purpose of building a meme token as a general concept is to have your own persona, like exactly like the ones that like Croge did. Croge did, I don't even know, 100x, 200x, whatever it did. But in the end, it was just a meme persona, right? So you need to find one that suits you, suits your needs, has a good appeal across the market. And from there on, keep on building and adding pieces to it, similar to a Lego platform, right? So that's why the team actually started with this one when they could have actually named it uh, other. I don't know. I don't have a good name right now. Another name, basically. Hopefully, I was able to answer the question, Satoshi.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much for your question, Satoshi. I guess that's the last question we can answer for now before we wrap. Oh, yeah, I think so too. But I guess my personal question is about the distribution of the token. I believe we still have not discussed it. So can you tell us about the tokenomics and how it's going to be distributed to the public?
Definitely, definitely. Swear to God, you know what I wanted to do at some point when I'm presenting projects and hosts are asking. So listen, can you tell us about? At one point, I'm gonna say no, just to see the host reaction. Of course, I wanted to do it now, but
You're
I
going to
want
be
to.
mean to me on purpose. Okay, I can take that.
It's it's actually it's you, so that's why I didn't do it. But with another host, I'm gonna try and see it if it catches on. Can you tell us about no? And just play along and see what they have to say.
Bullish,
Uh,
bullish if you do that. The man means business. Okay.
So yeah, my ADHD is kicking in. Tokenomics, right? Distribution.
Yeah, basically, if you had any private sales, pre-sales, and yeah, basically those kind of details.
Definitely. Okay. So as a stage of the project, as I've said, kind of incipient. There was a private sale of I'm gonna ballpark this 40 to 45 BNB. So 45 BNB max raised. Um, as in regards to the availability of the funds, 85% is available at TGE, and the rest of them are vested on a weekly basis. I think it's 5% weekly. I'm gonna double check that before I come back with the statement. There's going to be a follow up with a pre-sale on pink sale, of course. The potential hard cap of 300 to 320 BNB. That's a hard cap. Why do I say potential? And then I'm speaking in ballpark figures. It's because we're not looking yet at the Pixel page being created. They just got everything done, which means the audit, KYC, and I think the SAFU badge as well. So the Pixel page is going to be done within the next couple of hours or maybe days. Um, Still waiting on that confirmation myself, but all the communities will be informed on that for sure. So 100%, I'm not gonna leave you guys on the dark side. In regards to the total supply and the tokenomics, we're looking at a 1 trillion token supply. Being a meme token, that's definitely good to go in my opinion. The distribution exactly is going to be shared once it's encompassed within Pink Cell, of course. But what I know as a ballpark figure, there's going to be a portion divided to the private sale that we just encompassed. 65% of the BNB raised is going to go to liquidity. An estimated market cap of about 170K. What else? The token taxes are 3% buy, 3% sell, which are 2% going into development marketing and 1% into reflection. That's I know it's a bit of let's say speculation, but that's the most that we have right now. We're just waiting on the audit, KYC, and SAFU badges to be added to Pinkcell. They have been done already and accomplished. And once that is in, I promise I'm going to be back in Phoenix presenting you guys the overall picture, so that you understand exactly what things are being split into.
Okay, I guess the Safu badge definitely helps a lot. But of course, guys, for the people listening, as with all projects, always do your own research. Always assume the worst about every single project. So I guess the last thing is I would ask before we close up the AMA is oh yeah, I kind of missed this part. So in Pink Sale is gonna be 320 BNB. So is this whitelisted or is this gonna be available for the public?
It's actually going to be a public pre-sale. Yeah.
I see. And why? What's the
Oh, sorry.
decision behind that?
1 second. 1 second. I think that team is.
Oh, sure, sure.
Oh, sorry. My bad there. It's not going to be a public pre-sale. It's going to be a subscription. The subscription method basically that Pinkcell introduced.
I see, I see. So you can just, yeah, the subscription method, kind of like similar to what Binance do in their launch pools, I
Exactly.
believe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's say you actually commit to a portion, to a sum, 1 BNB, 2 BNB, 3 BNB, whatever, and then in return you're gonna be calculated as an allocation compared to what was raised. Um, I mean, it's pretty straightforward if you ask me. It's nothing that complicated, but it's not a fair launch where you contribute to 1 BNB, you know the ratio up front, and that's pretty much it. It goes down to how many people and what is the amount actually contributed. That's how you define the ratio.
Okay, that's a really unique. Yeah, I haven't been to any pre-sales like that in pink sales, but I think it's it's a good way to start off, especially since it seems to work with the Binance. But yeah, I wish you the best for the launch or the pre-sale for that one. So I guess that's all for me. Alex, you can close up with if you wanted to announce anything in regards to the project, and then we can officially wrap up the AMA.
Definitely, my man. Definitely. Well, let me actually say a big and warm thank you, first of all, to you. You did mention you're a bit sick, so definitely thank you for hosting this. Nonetheless, thanks to each and every one of you guys who actually attended this. In case, I know that I definitely failed to answer some questions because I see still some hands raised. Uh, make sure to actually join the Telegram. You can ask your questions there. I'm going to be back in Phoenix for sure with some additional information in regards to this once I obtain them for you guys to be actually fully informed. And from there on, I'm probably going to see you guys in the subscription pre-sale. I'm going to let you guys know exactly when it is, how it's going to start, how it's going to go. And if you have further questions, jump in the Telegram and ask them along. Yeah, until then, hope everybody from Phoenix is going to have a wonderful week. In case you didn't actually start your week properly. Hopefully it goes better. And yeah, talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being a friendly host, CH, and thanks to everybody that attended.
Of course, man. Nice to always have you here, and we'll see you again at the next AMA, guys. See ya.
Awesome. Take care. Bye.
Bye.